Well, here's a question. How about those Maple Leafs playing pretty well in 2011? A lot of people down on the Buds because they haven't made the playoffs for so long. And, when we look at you and we see you as a part of the Leafs' glory days, give us a sense of hope for this team. Well, why this team is going to make a comeback at some point in the near future?
Well, it's funny, I still got a strong feeling about him. And I was the first, I said it before the training camp started, when Mr. Burke made all that deal and got rid of most of the players. I said, I told my wife, I got a funny feeling they're good in the playoffs. And Nancy says, well, I always told you to think positive. And I says, yeah, I am. And to this day, I still feel they're going to get in the playoffs. We're only, I may be wrong, I haven't looked at the paper, maybe 9 or 10 points out.
That's it.
So that's 5 games. Another team, and we can still get in the playoffs. And the way they're playing now, they seem to be gelling properly. And I think they look good today. Every game I saw them play in Toronto, they won. They lost one, and I'm a little bit ahead there. But outside, they got a good young hockey club there. The goaltending's been good, and they come up with the big saves like they need real bad. And so we just have to sit back and just wait again. And I know a lot of times, like you asked me, I says that's a long time, 44 years or 43 years, but to give them time. But they ask you, well, how much time do you need? But it takes time. I think I think they're going to be okay.
When the weight of the world is on your shoulders, everybody wants you to perform, but again, the pressure is palpable. Where do you find that intestinal fortitude and that inner drive to block everything else out and actually get the job done?
Well, you just got one thing. Like now, the goalie, like Punch used to tell me, he says, there's a lot of pressure on you, John here, and he says you got to do the best you can. And if you have to dive for a puck, you had no mask, you dive for it. Well, I did dive a few times for him, and I got cut over the eye, but the puck didn't go in the net, which is okay. But it's the determination and the desire that you have into it. And if you want to win so bad, not only for us ourselves, but also for the fans, they're the ones that pay our salary. And the fans, I think, are the greatest fans I ever played in front of in Toronto. And not because I played that long here, but no matter where I go, and that they always say, hey, it costs you nothing for a smile, right? And I like meeting people. I like going to different places here and there to raise money or for charity, something like that. So I enjoy it. I got to keep going, because if I sit home and watch television like some of the older guys do, I'll die for sure.
You'll be throwing stuff at the television. Come on, now make that save. You've got to score that goal.
My reflexes are still there sometimes when I watch a goaltender. You're not kidding. My wife doesn't sit beside me anymore. She knows why.
That's fantastic. Before I let you go, I want to find out how you're doing. I'm sure you are requested to be a part of functions 2-3 times over in a week, but you can't do them all. How are you feeling? How are you doing? And just tell us about the story of Johnny Bower as it pertains to today.
Well, I feel pretty good right now. I mean, I've got a little bit of a problem here and there, but I keep that to myself. But the odd time they see me walking into the hospital, everybody wants to know what I'm going there for. So I'm going into my checkups. That's about all. But everything's going very smoothly for me right now. And hey, I feel great. I like the phone's ringing all the time, and they're, John, are you available to come here and there? And I said, well, if I'm available to come, I said, for charity, yes, I'll come for anything like that. So do something like that. Same as Boya and so all the rest of us. And I have to keep going, so it doesn't matter. Like my wife says, you're going outside to shovel the snow for a while. I said, I love shoveling snow. I love doing that. I like doing work. I can't sit still.
The great Johnny Bower shoveling his own snow. Thank you so much for coming to London. You are an absolute treasure, sir. Thank you.